the problem with the COVIDs is that now we're in a space where you have to stay in your house or you're gonna catch it.
Oh yeah.
Like before it was just, you know, that's the safest thing. Now it's literally, if you leave your house and go do shit, like anything, you're gonna catch it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy over here. Especially at my job. Niggas is dropping like, niggas catching the flies at my job. They almost caught me. Shit, almost got me.
Well, I don't know if I told you. Oh, go ahead.
That whatchamacallit, like on Tuesday, they was like, my job called me in, you know, to come in early at 9 o'clock. And I was like, fine. So they put me on a COVID unit. It's on a bubble. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Then, you know, so I worked the 2 hours, and then they go and Friday I get a call from one of the nurses at my job, and it was like, oh, you came in contact with somebody who was, you know, saying was positive, whatever. And I was like, what? And it was like, yo, did you practice social distancing? Do you know, were you guys ever in close contact more than 15 minutes? I was like, we was just in the same area, whatever. And they was like, okay, so you're low risk, whatever. But I was touching like the flashlight. They was like, yeah, don't worry about that. You know, you're low risk. And then all of a sudden, my anxiety, my mind started playing tricks on me. I'm like, yo, can I taste this? Like, yo, yo, am I having chest discomfort? Like, yo, it started really, really messing with me. So I was like, let me take my ass for rapid testing. Went to rapid testing, had to wait 3 hours. Got it, whatever, came back negative. So I was just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, it really, really was like playing tricks on me. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, yo. But yeah, man, everybody catching that, yo. Everybody.
Yeah, man. And the shit that sucks is, you know, I got a bit of a weight problem. So if I get that shit, you talk about a nigga can't breathe, I can hardly breathe now.
I can hardly breathe.
That means he can hardly breathe.
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, I'm not. Yeah. Shit. It's like for now, I'm taking more precautions because I was just like, it's just crazy. Like mad people, like catching it, and you'd be surprised how quick that shit spreads. And I was just like, whoa. But yeah, man, COVID's crazy. COVID is crazy. And shout out to KI Double, who will actually not be joining us today because she's infected with the COVID. You know, she's doing good and everything like that. But yeah, man, shout out to her. Speedy recovery.
Yeah, I don't know if she wanted you to put that out there, but all right.
All right, but she put it on Facebook and everything like that, and she was taking it day by day as far as her battling the COVID. So, I mean, she put it out there. You know what I'm saying? But we can get this rolling, you know. And welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate. Wall Street, 23rd. 23rd.
Yeah. And so it's your man D Mobile CrossFit Global. Bo. I was coming to a realization about the Black Seth Rogen thing. And when I put on a hat, I look like Chico Bean. And then if I put on a hat and some shades, it's Royce the 5'9". So I can't win. I'm gonna have to shave all this and not wear hats and get rid of the glasses.
Then you're kind of like really like bringing truth to that saying all black people look alike. Kinda.
That was all black people. I named 3 motherfuckers, and one of them, and 4, and one of them was white.
Hey. I mean, you know, they do say white people come from black people, so I mean, you know, so I mean,
you know what? You know what? It's funny. I noticed too that I'm starting to. I be sitting, chilling, watching TV or something. Be like, damn, I need a beer. And I'm like, nigga, who am I? I'm like, who am I? My father? You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I'm saying, as we get older, as we get mature, our taste buds crave for old people shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm like, who am I? Andrew? Like,
no, but I'm saying though, like, you know, like sometimes you sit down, you be like, and then you crave a certain thing, and as a kid, you be like, why the fuck would they crave that shit? Like, what I'm saying, like, and they get shit that you consider old shit or old people shit.
Like potato salad. When I was a kid, I did not like potato salad.
Really?
Son, come on, look at that.
You didn't like potato salad?
Like.
Are you serious? Like, yeah, you saying like
as a kid, black kids don't eat mayonnaise-based things.
Yeah, we do. Especially if it was Miracle Whip too. Come on now, you crazy. Whatchamacallit? Yo, I remember I used to eat potato salad just for the simple fact I used to try to taste the paprika because it was red and I thought it was like some type of sweetener. Let's say that stuff that made it sweet or stuff like that. So I used to be like, yeah, let me get that part. Let me get the red part. The part with the red that's sprinkled on it. Because I thought that the sweetness.
When I was a kid, I did not fuck with potato salad. I was like, what is this white stuff? I didn't fuck with it. I was a kid.
No. I would say old people shit, like basically Twizzlers, candy. I'm saying Twizzlers. Like young people didn't eat Twizzlers. Like Twizzlers was like a pointless candy as a kid. It was the boringest fucking candy.
Now the kids love it. The generations after us love it. But I remember as a kid, Twizzlers was like a piece of plastic. Like, why the fuck do I want to chew a piece of plastic?
Son, there's nothing, you know what I'm saying? There's no type of goo in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
It's goo. Where's the goo?
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying don't turn into gum. I'm saying don't turn into gum after.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You can't blow any type of dust out of it. You know what I'm saying?
As a kid, Twizzlers was like wax lips.
Son,
for me.
Another thing was pointless. Black slips. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long did you keep it in your mouth? Until you started biting pieces and chewing it and spit the shit out. How long? You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck was the point of wax lips, bro?
Then remember the wax harmonicas?
Yeah.
Pointless.
Or the little balloon shit. You blow a balloon.
Yeah. Why? Why is that in the candy section? I never understood when you go to Andy's. I'm saying when they had certain candy and it wasn't candy, it was like a toy. I'm like, yo, why is this shit in the candy section? I felt like taking that shit and just throwing that shit. Like, get that shit out of here. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, what is candy?
You just mentioned Andy's. Mm-hmm. Is it possible to overnight food? That's what I want for Christmas. I want you to go to Andy's, get me a cheeseburger with everything, get me some chicken wings and French fries, and one slice of pizza, and overnight it to Pittsburgh.
Then it won't taste the same. It won't taste the same, especially the chicken, especially the wing. Especially the wing thing.
Niggas who love me, take care of me.
Okay. Yeah,
niggas who love me, take care of me. All right. So you gotta. You gotta make that happen.
I mean, as far as the food, I mean, I think that's just disrespectful. Because unless you was in jail or something like that, in jail or something like that, then it'd be like cool. But you walk in free and everything like that. Wingdings, I'm saying wingdings. I'm saying wingding dinner, the cheeseburger dinner, any type of grinder, slice of pizza, all that should be eaten on the spot. You know what I'm saying? That should all be eaten on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's like certain things you say you have to eat right away. I'm saying you gotta eat it while it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Andy's, I gotta go get a chicken parm. I haven't got a chicken parm from there in a minute.
Get a chicken. we used to write when we was in meetings when me, Sam, and Pete worked at the Boys and Girls Club, and we would be in a boring meeting. We used to make raps. You do one bar, then you pass it to somebody. You do another bar, you pass it to somebody. And we used to make it would be like whatever's going on in the meeting or whatever's in the world, and they would be and the point of the game was trying to make somebody bust out laughing in the meeting. One time, Sam was like, he said something about Andy's. And then Sam was like, he said, yo, I'm gonna get a chicken parm as big as my left arm. and I'm in the meeting, bro. I'm sitting there, tears, snot, everything, trying not to laugh at the chicken parm big as my left arm. I just thought that shit was so funny, bro.
Damn, get a chicken parm from Andy's, big as your left arm. You a hungry motherfucker.
Yeah. So that's the way they do. I don't know if they do it out there, but here, if you get out here, they call them hoagies. They don't call them grinders.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. I won't say it. I'll be like, yo, let me get the chicken parm. They'd be like, hoagie? I'll be like, yeah, one of those. Like, I won't say it. And out here they say pop instead of soda. I won't say pop, bro. I won't say it. I say soda all the time. But anyway, so out here they have a small. They don't have small. They have half and wholes. So a half is about this big, and a whole is literally like a foot. Like, yo, it's ridiculous. A whole is enough for one person. And that's everywhere you go. Like, yo, you want a half or you want a whole? And that's just it. So the chicken parm is literally longer than your left arm.
Now, see, that just reminds me, like that puts me in the world of that puts me in the world of the Cosby Show.
Yeah, Bill Cosby. Yeah.
You know when I hear hoagie, I think of Bill Cosby. When I hear pop, I think of that. But even though it's like
where were they in Cosby? Weren't they in Chicago?
No, they were in New York.
They were in New York?
Yeah, New York.
Sure.
New York. Whatchamacallit, now as far as the quality of the hoagie out there, is it to be compared to any mom and pop store that makes and provides the most quality grinders this city has known?
So here's the thing that I've learned with mom and pop stores when it comes to hoagies and grinders. They're all the same, except if you grew up eating one place, it's different than the other place you grew up at. Like, you can taste the difference because you didn't grow up on it. You know what I mean? But it's like, there's a place that's downstairs from me, like literally in my building, it's downstairs. And I think it's trash. I think the sandwiches are trash. I think the pizza's trash. But there's people here who live here in this neighborhood, and they be in there all the time. It's like they live there, damn near. I'm like, damn, do niggas go to Plumlee and think their food is trash? You know what I mean?
Done. And it's like there's nothing more. There's nothing more sorry. There's nothing more sorry than a motherfucker who thinks trash food is popping.
Yo, I be looking at these motherfuckers coming in and out of the store like, I mean, I eat there too, but because it's right downstairs. You win every time. Like,
yeah, convenience. That's all it is, convenience. But it's just like, when I'm saying, I hate when motherfuckers stand by trash food. Like, oh, that shit is so popping over there, it's so bomb. I'm like, no the fuck it's not. That shit is fucking trash. Like even like I'm saying like Chinese food. Motherfuckers will try to tell you Happy House, no disrespect to Happy House. Motherfuckers will try to tell you Happy House is better than chefho. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I had somebody
like,
talk about Ming
know
House
the difference
one time.
between quality fucking. Yo, yeah. I'm like, yo, do y'all really know what quality Chinese food is? I'm like, yo, all that fast food bullshit, like, hell no. First of all, Chinese food, I'm saying, yo, Chinese rice don't supposed to be yellow. And I'm saying, if I want yellow rice, I'm gonna go to fucking Sazon Latino. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And then chicken fingers. I'm saying chicken fingers. Yo, chicken fingers don't supposed to have a fucking thick ass coating of fucking dough. No. And the thing is, when you want to give me sauce, don't give me the red shit. Don't give me the red shit. Give me the shit that tastes like applesauce. Nigga, that sauce sweet and sour. That's what I'm saying. That's sweet and sour.
The white stuff inside the crab ragoon should not look like it's been boiled. That shit should look like it hasn't been touched by whatever has happened to the crab ragoon itself. Like, have you ever bit into a crab ragoon and the inside of it is still pristine? But then you bite into another crab ragoon and the inside of it looks like they microwaved the shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of yellow, it's kind of oily, it's kind of sweet. Like, you're like,
I haven't had a crab ragoon since 1994.
Why is that?
I'm allergic to shellfish.
Nigga, they don't put crab in that shit.
Hey man, listen, I ain't trying to find.
What you talking about? Ain't no crab in no crab ragoon.
I ain't trying to find out either. I'm gonna tell you like this:
nigga thinks they put crab in crab ragoons.
I mean, the Ming houses, the Happy houses, any other houses, and everything like that. So when it comes to Chinese food, the only thing those type of spots are good for are chicken wings, tostones.
Yep.
And
yeah. And you know why? Because that type of shit is literally, you can't fuck it up. You can't. There's nothing you can do to fuck that shit up. You can get chicken wings and like French fries from anywhere on the globe, and they taste okay at least. Have you ever gotten like chicken wings and tostones from anywhere that was like, yo, this is terrible? You can't fuck
not
that
up. Not that I can think of. No.
You can't fuck that up. All it is frying and shit. You can't fuck that up.
Yeah, but I hate them about trash food. And no disrespect, and say no disrespect to Andy's. It's stupid. No disrespect to Andy's, but when it comes to the pizza, you never buy a whole pizza from Andy's.
No.
Never. You only get that shit as
Nigga, my mom has done that before. I'm like, yo, you only get a slice of that shit because anything more than two, it tastes terrible.
That type of pizza. I'm saying, that type of pizza. Shout out to Andy's. No disrespect to Andy's, but that pizza is only good for on the go. It's only good for on the go. That pizza
is. I got 50 cents and I need something hot to eat.
Yep.
That's that.
And it's better.
That pizza is not. I'm
saying it's better when they
pizza.
Yeah, but low key. Know who got the good pizza? Low key, Cumberland Farms.
Little Caesars.
Cumberland Farms got the low key. Oh, of course, Little Caesars. I'm saying I still about Little Caesars.
I get like the shit on Little Caesars. Yo, Little Caesars is not bad, bro. It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, I stand by Little Caesars. I'll fuck with Little Caesars all day, especially now. Especially now they got the stuffed crust. I'm saying now they got the stuffed crust too. Hell yeah.
And I saw you eating a hamburger one last week. Yo, that hamburger pizza for Little Caesars, as far as I'm concerned, I don't like hamburger pizza from nowhere else. Nowhere else do you get hamburger pizza and they put actual hamburger on it. It's that shredded shit now. I haven't seen it be
Yeah.
hamburger nowhere.
Yeah. Not for nothing, Papa Gino's gives a good hamburger pizza. You gotta get extra cheese though. You gotta get it with extra cheese.
And you always be on the extra cheese shit. I can't fuck with extra cheese. I can't.
Extra cheese is popping. You have to have extra cheese. If it don't got extra cheese, it's boring.
Nah, bro, cheese is not the best part of pizza. The best part of pizza is the crust sauce ratio. That's what makes a pizza.
Nah, son. It's like, yo, the extra cheese. Only time I don't get extra cheese is when they got stuffed crust. If they don't got stuff, I'm saying they got stuffed crust, I'm not getting extra cheese. But if it don't got stuffed crust, extra cheese all day. Has to.
Nick, if you like extra cheese, you sound like a motherfucker that just like cheese.
Yo, and the thing is, yo, I do love cheese. I do love cheese, except for American cheese. Yo, American cheese to me, waste of fucking time. Waste of fucking.
Who puts American cheese on a pizza?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying cheese. Yeah, I do love cheese.
Have you had American cheese on a pizza?
No, and I never will, because I got respect.
If you have, I want to know that place and fucking boycott them.
Nah, I got respect for myself. Whoever puts American cheese on a pizza deserves to have their hands fucking broke.
American cheese is the white shit, that square shit, right?
Yeah.
That shit, you only get that shit if you at a mom and pop deli and they're making you a turkey sandwich, and you can fuck with American cheese on that.
No, you can't. I'm saying no, you can't, because it has to be provolone. It's either provolone or nothing. I swear, I've had motherfuckers mess up and give me bacon cheese with regular American cheese in it. Yo, threw the whole shit away. I
disagree, homeboy.
Yeah.
I disagree, homeboy. American cheese can work. Hold on. It can work in a cold cut situation.
No, it can't.
So, do you remember the sandwich? I know you're gonna, and it's kind of embarrassing that we both remember this sandwich. Do you remember the sandwich when you lived off of Grafton and we walked to your house after East Middle that day?
Yep, Granite Street.
Granite.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the little corner store there and we got a sandwich and the bread was brown or black. That was American cheese.
Right. And the thing is, the only reason why.
Sandwich, do you remember that sandwich though?
Yes, I remember. I'm saying.
Why do we both remember that sandwich?
Because they were great. Because I'm saying, know why they were even great? You say know why they were great? Because they cost $2. And you get that half thing, you get half of that joint for $2. Of course I'm gonna eat some shit with American cheese in it. Nigga, a big ass sandwich like that for $2?
Yo, that shit was big. Both of us ate that shit. And it was just a half.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yo, that's like the white version of Andy's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, a $2 sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm saying you get like a tropical fantasy, 50-cent soda, yo, $2.50? Or a big ass grinder?
You right. Cause I remember like you just saying, I didn't have no bread. I wasn't planning on going to your crib. And you're like, I got us with food.
Son,
I was like, word.
The fact that it was $2, I was eating shit. I was just buying certain ones just to try them. Yeah. I was like, salami, what the hell is that? Let me get that. Let me eat that.
Because we was both still eating pork at that time. So that sandwich probably was pork.
Yeah, that shit was like $92, $93.
Oh, that's where it was.
That shit was like $92.
It was at that store right there where the Gentle Circle is.
Yeah.
That's where that was.
Yep. Yeah, the turkey sandwich was popping too.
It's so crazy that we
turkey sandwich was popping. Of course, man. Yo, you talking about a steal? I'm saying you talking about a steal with a reasonable price. Ain't nothing better than a reasonable price food that's popping. Ain't nothing better than that. Ain't nothing better
than that. Not sharing your bed, nothing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, sharing the bed, son, worse.
Oh man, that night that's the night there was a party in Plumley that night, and we went to the party that night.
Damn, so I don't remember that party.
There was because I remember me and you talking about it at your crib. It was like, yo, you going? I'm like, yeah, I'm going for sure. And you was like, yeah, I think I might go. It was one of those protect teen health parties.
Oh, okay.
And you had and they would stop the music every half hour and ask like a safe sex question.
Yep.
And if you answer the question right, you won a prize. And that's the way that they justified throwing the party, because they had to do some sort of sex ed for the party or whatever.
I get it. I'm like, damn, hurry up and say, hurry up and saying, someone answer that question so I get back to this motherfucking music. Shit.
I remember I won. I answered the question right, and I won the Roots Proceed single on cassette. That was a gift. That was the thing. And on the other side, it had the freestyle joint with Black Thought and damn, why can't I remember the nigga's name now? What's the other nigga name? Dice Raw. And then with the freestyling, the freestyle joint. Yep.
Then speaking of freestyles in the 90s, have you heard the new 38 Special, 1995?
I've heard about it. I like 38 Spesh. I like him.
Love.
Like I told you before that I don't really fuck with these new niggas. I like 38 Spesh. And so I haven't heard the joint, but I heard I'm interested in hearing it. Is he Griselda?
Yo, it's he's extended
okay.
Griselda.
I know he's doing a lot of this shit.
Yeah. It's like extended family. Like they say they're cousins. I don't know if they're like related, but they're saying they're extended family. Yeah, that 1995 shit is basically him rapping over some of the hottest 90s joints. He got Cream. I mean, no, he's rapping over Raekwon, Incarcerated Scarfaces. He's rapping over Who Shot Ya. He's rapping over Ice Cream. Like it's like a real like old like mixtape style joint. And he's just I'm saying like they got the beats on and he's rapping over them shit. It's hosted by Green Lantern. That shit, I was rocking that shit in the car today, saying coming back from work, and I was like, yo, it just gives you that feeling of that, I'm saying that doo-wop, Live 95, the Cluminati, you know what I'm saying, the Tony Touch Take 50, it gives you that, I'm saying it brings you back into that. And I'm just like, damn, these kids don't understand what is going on. Don't understand what's going on. But yeah, that's just hot.
It's funny because I don't like to say these kids, but there's a lot that they're missing because right now, a lot of the shit is like similar styles. I won't say it all sounds the same because I sound like an old nigga, but a lot of it right now is like similar styles and shit. And when we were coming up, there was different pockets. I won't say everybody had a different style, but there was this style, there was that style, there was this style, there was that style. And then there was the mainstream style that they all kind of dipped in, right? But then there was the pockets where they all kind of did their own thing. And that was really, it seemed to be like people weren't trying to sell records, they were trying to make music. And if this music happens to sell, cool. I mean, they were trying to sell, but they weren't saying, oh, people are gonna buy this, so I'm gonna record this.
Yeah, it was more.
That shit didn't really start happening unless it was like Biggie and Jay-Z. Yeah. Those, in my opinion, those niggas were saying, this will sell, so I'm gonna record this. Mm-hmm. In my opinion.
And then, niggas, I'm saying, yo, dudes will always have, their 3 or 4 radio joints, and then they had, I'm saying, the stuff for their fans. And the thing is, even when you talk about styles, right? You even talking about styles. I remember I was listening to something, I forgot what it was, and it was talking about how certain artists will start, like now, how certain artists will start a style or form a certain style, and then you have a lot of people will jump into that style or take that style and basically run with it. So like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but the only thing I hate about that is that, sound like an old head again. Back in our day, if a dude came with a certain style, right? If a dude came with a certain style, and if someone had something even similar or close to that style, you can say, yo, we get them the fuck out of here. You be like, nah, that's biting shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not true. It's not true.
A little bit.
It's not true.
I'm saying, yo, go ahead.
You take Das Effects. A lot of niggas bit their style. Some niggas bit it in a way that we were like, nah, we don't fuck with them. Some niggas bit it in a way that we were like, word. So it's like, the way I look at it is, iPhone comes out with some shit that's awesome. Android improves on it and runs with it. I'm not hating. I can't hate, because if you create something like KRS-One said, when it comes to hip hop, KRS-One said, the East Coast created it, the West decorated it. So some people took that as he was taking a shot, but he was kind of saying they made it fancier, they made it newer, they improved on it. I'm not mad at that.
Okay, now I get you. Okay, I get you. I get what you're saying.
But some people will call it biting, but I'm not mad at that.
But all right, so like I'm talking about like all right, for instance, right? I'm saying, for instance, you have something. I remember there was the thing I'm talking about. I remember when Jay came out with the, I'm saying for a minute he was doing the whisper rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he was like, yo, something, like I'm saying, like you do the whisper. And then I remember, I forgot who jumped on it, but a couple dudes jumped on it. And I remember, okay, now I'm saying, okay, now you're doing that thing that Jay-Z does. That's the thing I'm talking about. When I'm saying, kind of like how these new dudes will steal an ad lib, and it'll be like that same ad lib, whatever, or steal someone's auto tune, you know, whatever, and like I'm saying, and like do that. That's the shit I'm talking about. Talking about, yo, what he's doing, I'm gonna do that exact thing.
But Nas said, no idea is original. You know what I mean? So I have the reason why I have a hard time with it, because I used to rap.
Me too.
Rap.
Me too.
Yeah. Every rap I ever wrote was sparked by something else that I heard. Every single one. Something else I heard would come into my head and I go, ooh. And it would literally come into my head and turn into something else and then come out my mouth. Like, remember how we did the whole the perform songs appropriate, remember?
Yeah.
The appropriate thing was in my head from listening to Black Thought.
Well, exactly.
You know, and Black Thought would do, he would mildly mispronounce the long version of the vowel. And that was just in my head. And at the time, I didn't even know that that's where it came from. It just was in my head. And I was like, oh, it would sound cooler if we said appropriate instead of appropriate.
But he wasn't the only one that did that, because he did it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's where I heard it. You know what I mean? That's where I heard it.
I wouldn't call that, but I would say you using that as a reference point. That's what I would call that, a reference.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But it's like I'm saying, we wasn't jumping on a whole shit. Yo, I'm gonna take that whole style and just do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there's a difference. Hell yeah, there's a difference.
You know what I'm saying? And like back then, I'm saying it was going on. Yes, I'm saying biting, taking styles was going on, but you didn't last. Now it's basically like, yo, if this is how this dude's rapping, we are rapping like that. Like this, like dudes ain't gonna change nothing about it. Like, yo, that's how they rap. I'm saying we're doing that same thing. I'm saying we're gonna drop the ad lib right there. I'm saying that's what we're gonna do. I'm saying that's the style. Like it's weird how they do it now. Like what's acceptable now compared to back then. Like there's no rules in it no more. You know what I'm saying? Because back then there was written rules. Now it's
Wild West, baby.
You know what I'm saying? It's like now it's like anything goes. And I'm just like,
remember, like there was niggas who came from left field, like O Solo. Remember O Solo? You ever see O Solo rap?
Nah.
You remember how they used to have the Fight Club or the Battleship Fight Club? It used to come on MTV. Mm-hmm. There was a nigga there named Old Solo, and he was sort of like King Just, you know, hey y'all. He was sort of like King Just or City Boy Prodigy. Like he was he was sort of like he would rap sort of like that. But remember, there was a place for shit like that. Like nowadays, if you came with some wild left shit, like,
but yeah, I'm saying, but there was subcategories. I'm saying there was some subcategories of that. Like when you did that type of style, like the Apache, the King Just, and it almost like remember horrorcore?
Yeah, that was my shit.
You remember that?
I love that shit.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of like where it was going. Like it was dope for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. I'm saying it was dope for like a year. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it.
It was dope for like a year, but it's just
Flatliners, Grave Diggers, my shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, but it's like when and that's the thing back then. It's just like if you were on a certain thing, you'd basically have to stay there. So I'm saying, so if you jumped in some hardcore, I'm saying you came on some hardcore shit, you have to be hardcore. And it's like if you try to change and jump out of that, niggas will have your head for it. Like, oh, look, I'm trying to change his style up. This is that. And it kind of sucked back in the day because you kind of pigeonhole yourself. I'm saying back in the day, it's like, yo, if you stay, I'm saying, if you come on this, you have to stay like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it was a little harsh back then. I'm saying for a rapper to come out a certain way, it was a little bit harsh. Because if you came out on some underground shit, you better not dare talk about some rims or some getting jiggy with any type of thing, or you selling out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, because dude, I'm saying, yo, niggas bought up for Nas shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they gave Nas a hard time. Whatever. They was like, all right, you either gonna be underground or you gonna be on some of this. But I mean, he kind of broke that.
And I think that's a good thing. I think an artist should be able to create. They should not be limited to the character that they present themselves as. Like, if you take a look at the Beatles are looked at as the best ever. The reason why the Beatles are the best ever, because they didn't stick to any particular genre. Paul McCartney wrote a song, Helter Skelter. He said that was his attempt at doing heavy metal. He said he heard heavy metal and was like, I could do that, and wrote, you know what I'm saying? So I think as an artist, we should be able to say, I could do that and do it. You know what I mean? And people shouldn't be able to go, no, you're this type of artist. You stay over there. An artist should be able to say, no, I'm an artist. I create whatever. In one of those gangster movies, I can't remember which one, they said that Mozart, and I don't think it's a real quote, but they said that Mozart says, I'm a musician. You give me a fucking violin, I'll get you something out of it. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't play violin, but you give me a violin, I'll get you something out of it. And that's what an artist does, bro.
You're absolutely right. And now you broke it into that. I'm saying now you broke it down to that. I agree with you 100% and actually right. And I'm going to stop giving Drake more flack for that.
Yeah.
Only thing I hate, the only thing I hate is when, I don't hate it. I actually respect it. And I like when he when he jumps on a certain style. He jumps on a certain style of rap, kind of puts that, puts that particular style out there, gives them their shine, and then he jumps off. I used to hate that, to that point, but I mess with that. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll get like a known dude on there. He'll get like a known dude, for that style, jump on that style, track with them, and then he'll, give that person their shine, and then he'll stab out.
From a fan point of view, the way I look at it is, are you exploiting this style, or are you saying, I like this style, I want to do music in this style for a little bit? There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, yeah. You put it like that too. I'm saying exactly. And there is a fine line. I'm saying there definitely is a fine line let's say when it comes to that. I'm saying exploiting and paying homage to it.
Right.
And so it's just like, yeah, I feel you on that 100%. And since we're speaking on that,
yeah, we definitely just riffed for about an hour on shit that was not topics.
Ain't nothing better than that though. Ain't nothing better. Cause we just vibing. I
pulled up when they had that 90s party. I pulled up to that party bumping my 95 mix. I have a mix on my phone called 95 Live. And I pulled up to that party bumping that mix. I took a couple shots, make sure I wasn't drunk. Took a couple shots while I left the crib, bumping that. And I pulled up to the party. We're just vibing.
Yo, love that song.
Back, brother.
Love that song. I still love that song. And the thing is, yo, all right, so I'm saying since we're on 90s, what's the most ridiculous thing that you did that you seen a rapper do and that you was like, I gotta do this? And then after you find out, say the later.
What if I pant legs up?
Oh my God. So I think, damn, what was the
when me and you was in 6th grade, we almost wore our clothes backwards one day. We were talking about it.
Yeah. I was about to say that. I was about to say that for literally 10 seconds. I kind of had a razor blade in my mouth, but then I came. But then I was like, what the hell am I doing?
Yo, funny story, real quick. I went to see WWF at that time. It was WWF. I went to see them at the Worcester Auditorium. They were selling merch from each wrestler, and they had the Razor Ramon chain. And the Razor Ramon chain had a fake razor. You know, it hung from it. So I didn't want to be wearing the chain around my neck, but I loved Razor Ramon. So I took the fake razor and I started tucking it in my mouth. And I did it at school one day, and Greg thought it was real, nigga. He was like, yo, this nigga tomorrow got a razor in his mouth. He was like, yo, sure. I was like, we walked around all day that day showing people.
Son, the 90s provided some
1991, bro.
Son, it's like, yo, the 90s had you doing some wild, stupid shit. Like, for 1 minute, dudes is rocking around. I'm saying, yo, dudes is walking with toothbrushes in their mouths. Just walking around with a toothbrush in their mouth. Just chilling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, who does that?
Nigga.
Who does that?
1990, 1989, niggas was walking around with a cane.
Yeah, yo, this is the cane. Not even on some, not even on some pimp shit. Just a regular fucking cane. And I'm saying that was the shit to walk around with. That was shit to walk around with.
The wildest shit I ever saw, I'm not gonna say no names, but one nigga was walking around with a lock around his neck with a bike chain.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yo, but it was a combination lock.
Yes.
I was like, nigga, that defeats the purpose of the point of the chain. You know that, right?
Son, niggas was walking around with robes, ghost face. Niggas really had robes on.
Yep.
I was like, son, you really came outside with that? You really came to the party with a robe on. Just a regular funky ass robe.
A funky ass robe.
Funky ass robe.
That your father's gonna beat your ass when you bring it back.
Son, yo, man, yeah, the 90s are a wild time.
I definitely wore my pant leg up though. I think that's the craziest shit I did.
I think, for like 10 seconds.
This nigga Day had it. The Andre 3000 hat.
Yeah.
That chicks used to wear when they got perms.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember he had that on. I was like, yo, what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, man. So I constantly hear the saying, what was it? What was it? I just got fucking shit. Hold on for a minute. I got it. The message, the saying, The message is lost in delivery. The message is lost in delivery. I constantly hear that. And I go, regardless of what the delivery, I'm saying, regardless who the messenger is, and whatever it is, as long as the truth, no matter how a motherfucker tells you it, yo, it's the truth. That's the only thing you can't deny. I don't care. I don't care if a motherfucker smacks you in your face and said, this is what it is. Yo, if that's the truth, that's the motherfucking truth. And the thing is, regardless if you accept it or not, it's always gonna be the fucking truth. Right? I remember I used to go back and forth with this white dude at work, right? And we used to go back and forth about certain things. And he was saying, and he said, I remember he said to me one time, he goes, oh, so we were talking about like race and stuff. And he was like, since you put it that way, I understand it more. Because I understand it more, or since you put it that way, yeah, I could take it more. And I was like, yo, but they were saying the same thing. He said, yeah, but I just didn't like the way it was delivered. So my thing is, regardless, you already knew what the truth was, but the simple fact is, just the way they said it, you didn't accept it. You know what I'm saying? So, I hate that saying. Say, it was lost in delivery. I just hate that saying. And so, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to get, as MF Doom said, a lot of bitches think I'm overly misogynistic. I don't want to get misogynistic. That sounds like some feminist shit to me. Like, it's not about what you said, it's how you said it. That sounds like some feminist shit. Like, oh God, this sounds so horrible. As men, we don't care how you say shit. It's what you said. You can say, oh my God, I love you. We're like, oh, word, you love me? Cool. We can say, oh, I hate you. Oh, you hate me? Word? You know what I mean? It's not about how you say it. It's what you said.
Unless you say you got a little dick. But regardless, the only thing you need to do is fight.
Ain't nobody ever said that to me, so.
Hey, ain't never said that to me, but I'm saying, if someone ever says that to you, you have three options. Fight, leave, or accept that shit.
No, you got another option.
What?
You pull that shit out, come right there.
Pull it out, come right there.
Come right there. Oh, word, I got a little dick? Blah.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, it's just like, I constantly hate that saying, oh, it's lost in delivery. Oh, it's how you said it. Motherfucker, it's still the truth. It still is the truth. Regardless, Donald Trump could say some wild shit. The only thing is, I may hate the way he said it, but damn, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
If it's Donald Trump said the truth.
I'm just making. I'm just making an example. I ain't never heard that motherfucker say the truth. But I'm just saying, if he says some true shit, the only thing I can do is accept it. I can't say, I don't like the way he delivered it. You know what I'm saying? Candace Owens. Candace Owens. She said some true shit. The simple fact that it came from her, I hated it. But I'm like, she got a point.
Man, fuck you, Candace Owens. I'm not giving her no props. I'm sorry. This is where my hypocrisy comes in. If you are a certain person, certain things you say is, fuck you. Period.
Yeah.
Like, you can be like, oh shit, yo, D, look out, something's dropping. Fuck you, Candace Owens. I'm gonna get hit by whatever's dropping.
Yeah, because she be like, the sky is blue. I'm like, well, it got a little white in it, so you gotta say it's blue and white.
So fuck you, Candace Owens.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, yeah, man, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole shit, like motherfuckers need to get off that shit. Like, if it's the truth, accept that shit. Don't let the ego play into it. Like, this mother, like, I'm saying, like, for instance, one time, and I'm arguing with my wife, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting her in the argument, whatever. Later on, she says, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you were actually right, but I just didn't like the way you said it. I'm like, motherfucker, regardless how I said it.
Women shit. That's some women shit.
But but if it's the truth, I could say that, I could have said that shit on a handstand, my eyes closed, cursing you out. If it's the truth, motherfucker, that's what it is. Regardless of how I said it, regardless of when I said it, motherfucker, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, motherfuckers need to get off that shit. If it's the truth, regardless who it comes from, regardless who the messenger is, regardless how they delivered it, through email, text, phone, whatever. Motherfuckers, the truth is the truth. Period.
The truth is the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Except if it's from Candace Owens.
Yeah, absolutely right. Boom, right there.
Then the truth is self-hating and racist.
Big time. Big time.
Candace Owens can tell me the time, and I'm gonna check my watch. Right?
Oh shit. Right. Yo. So speaking of the truth, do you know who Kevin Samuels is?
No, enlighten me.
Okay, so Kevin Samuels, I don't know if he's like a dating coach, self-help guy, but
man, just say it like that. Trent Shelton, is it?
Yeah, kind of like how dude.
I hate that motherfucker.
Kind of gives you advice on certain things,
If you're watching this, fuck you, Trent Shelton. Shut the fuck up. Trent Shelton is one of those people that can be telling the truth, and I'm still like, yeah, that's true, but also shut the fuck up.
Yeah, see, I didn't know who that is.
You don't know who Trent Shelton is?
No, who is that?
That black dude that every girl be sharing, and he be talking about some. If a man don't do XYZ, then you need to do XYZ. Like, he has braids.
Oh nah. One of them dudes.
Yeah.
One of them dudes who be trying. Who caters and capes to women. Jumps on their side, but probably low key don't believe none of that shit.
Nah, I think he believes it. He spent a little too much time in Marvin's room.
Oh, okay. Oh, one of them. Okay, I got you. Yo, I hate a Marvin's Room nigga. I can't stand that song. I was just like, yo, oh my God. Hearing that song, anybody who agrees with that song is a bitch ass nigga. Straight up. You bitch ass nigga.
You a bitch ass nigga.
The lyrics, nigga said, fuck that nigga that you love so much. I'm just saying you could do better. Then if a nigga tell you, I'm saying, if a nigga tell a girl he could do better, I'm saying, she could do better. Yo, bitch ass nigga.
Yo,
bitch ass.
If a nigga tells a girl you could do better, he's two things. Gay, right? He's gay, or he's a corny ass snake ass nigga who's trying to put his thing in her, but has no game.
Yeah. Yo.
Because I consider myself a real friend to some females, and when they come talking to me about how that man ain't shit, this is my answer. Damn, that's crazy.
And that's crazy. Word.
He did what? And she was your cousin? Word. That's crazy.
Why you think that? Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'll even take the nigga's side, the nigga who's dead wrong. I'm like, from a man's point of view, I can see why, homeboy, the man in me cannot allow me to say, fuck that nigga.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. No matter how much dirt the dude is doing, never throw salt on another motherfucker.
But hold on, wait. I will add an addendum to that. If he's the ex nigga, I'll drop dirt on. I'll shit on the nigga. If he's your ex nigga, I'll be like, I don't know why you was with that nigga for so long. That nigga was a piece of shit. I'll say that as an ex.
Oh, and you the new nigga?
No. If you're a female friend of mine and your ex comes up in conversation, I'll shit on him at that point. I will.
The reason why I won't shit on him is because the chance that she might get back with that dude.
Right.
And simple fact is, I don't want her saying that, he was saying such and such and this and that.
Right.
And then shit gets twisted and then
Right.
word around town, I was shitting on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I won't do it unless I'm 100% sure that it's a done deal.
You'll never know. You'll never know if it's a done deal.
But if you, as a female friend of mine, if you are gonna leave your dude that ain't shit, I am not gonna influence that decision at all. I'm not gonna be involved with that. You want that kind of advice? Talk to one of your girls. I'm not that for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't want to give that advice, and I don't want to give the advice on should you take him back. Because my thing, I don't want to look at as the guy that made you, that said you should take that piece of shit back.
Yep.
I'm saying that's that guy. So therefore,
and then it's just my own personal pride that I don't want to look like I'm trying to shit on another man. Like, I don't give a fuck what that man does. And also, it don't matter what I say. You gonna do whatever you gonna do.
And that's why I don't care if it's an ex. I don't care if it's a piece of shit ex, whatever like that. I'm not giving you advice. You have to make your own decisions because you are going to be responsible for you. So I'm not giving you no type of advice and everything like that can influence and decision anyway. Yay or nay. I can't do that.
And it's funny because they dead ass be trying to get your, should I fuck him? Should I and I'd be like, that's a word. You want a word? That's what you go. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh man, so I remember for like a minute, like in the early, I'm gonna say like 99, 2000. I used to be the guy. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I'm like, yo, why are you guys calling me, asking me advice about this or this like that? Like what the hell? I'm like, no, don't ask me that. I'm saying like, yo, that's something you gotta find out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm saying like, nah. I'm saying you don't get the. I'm saying I'm not no cheat code. Like shit. I'm saying
right.
I'm saying you gotta go through that misery. I'm saying that fuck shit. I'm saying on your own.
Right. And that's why I respect K.I. Double, because for the longest time she was in a relationship and I was like sort of the third wheel in her relationship. And she did her best to keep me out of the drama of it. Like, well, don't you think it's messed up that so-and-so does this? She never did that shit. She never brought me into it. Because I would be quick to be like, yo, my name is Paul, and that's between y'all. And I'm not with all that shit, man. Like, yo, just because I'm a dude and I'm your friend, that don't make me your dude friend. I'm just a friend of yours. I don't want to know. I don't need your drama. I don't need to know your drama. And I don't want to be weighing in on your drama. Like, you make that decision by yourself and you talk to your girls.
Unless it's family.
Yeah. That's a different rule altogether.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to family, it's fuck that nigga, period. Unless he's the motherfucking king of Zamunda.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, gotta be.
If that nigga ain't Jay-Z, it's fuck that nigga. But Antonio is such a good guy. Has he bought you a motherfucking unicorn? Then fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Did he give you 12 pieces of gold?
Fuck that nigga. He's a good guy. He's better than my last boyfriend. Well, fuck your last boyfriend, right? And fuck that nigga too.
See how that play out. Yeah, but nah, so like, you know what I'm saying? So Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like that, you know, whatever. But he tells the truth though. He tells the truth. There's a video that went viral, right? I'm saying there's a video that went viral. I'm saying, did you see that video about the dude basically giving the girl information, but he's giving the honest advice. Like, so the woman, she said she makes 6 figures and she's looking for a man that makes 6 figures also. And then he's asking, he was like, okay. He was like, the thing that you have to understand is that men that make 6 figures are not looking for something that's average. And then he was like, what do you rate yourself? And don't say a 7. And so she said, I look like a 5 without makeup and a 6, I'm saying with makeup. So he said, okay, so you're average at best. He was like, what you need to understand is that a dude making 6 figures is not going with no average girl. And he was basically talking about, you know, she's gonna be dolled up, you know, big butt, nice breast, and everything like that. And then he was just like, yeah, you make 6 figures, but you're average. You got a 13-year-old kid. He was like, yo, no. And it was very, very harsh. And so what he was breaking it, he was breaking her down bad. Like, yo, no, you're never gonna get that. Maybe you should lower your standards. He was like, yo, he was hitting her. And I was waiting for her to cry, but she, you know what I'm saying? But she took it and everything. And the video went viral. I can't believe you didn't see this. Damn, I wanted you to look this shit up. But yeah, it was very bad. And the comments on it, they were like, oh my God, yo, like, why is he saying that? Oh my God, how he's talking to her. And that also came to my point was, regardless of what he's saying and regardless how he's delivering it, if it's the truth, you have to take it. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept it. It was the truth, but it was the harsh truth. And I was just like, geez. And there was another time when he was talking to a guy, and the kid was like early 20s or something like that. And he was talking about, you know, getting a girl. And he was like, he asked him, he was like, yo, do you got a big dick? And then, and then the dude was like, it's okay. Okay, so that's, I'm saying, he's like, okay, so that's a no. He's like, because if you had a big dick, you'd already say you have a big dick. He's like, so you don't
got to think about it.
He was like, you don't got a good job. He said, you don't got a big dick. What do you got to offer? I was just like, geez. I was like, yo, but it's actually right. It's actually right. Got it right. But yeah, Kevin Samuels. But yeah, I wish you could see it because you would have more information.
Yeah, I gotta get me a good job then.
Hey, listen, man. I was just like, but yeah, man, it was kind of harsh for that sister. Harsh.
Hey, truth is truth, man. You smack somebody with the truth, they gotta eat that, man. I don't understand these people who talk about the truth hurts or whatever. Like, I don't like when people talk. Like, if I'm talking to someone and we start talking about weight and they won't use the word fat.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, bigger people, you know, big guys, like, bitch the fuck up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Man. It's like Chris Rock says, whenever someone says the N-word, no, what was it? He said something like, if people say the N-word, I hear nigga. Or if they say black people, I hear nigga. Something like that he said. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I hate motherfuckers for certain things. Like, you be like, yeah, African American. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't never said African American in your life. Say
That's
black
what it was. He was like, whenever someone says African American, I hear nigga. That's what it was.
I'm like, yo, don't try to, don't try to sugarcoat shit and saying, because you think you offended me. Nah, nigga, I know what I am, black. All right, yeah, say black.
For me, you gonna play that role, man, play it.
Like, yeah, African American. I'm looking at him like, yo, you don't use that word. You don't use that word. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying because it didn't roll off. You know what I'm saying? It rolled off naturally. It wasn't organic. It rolled off. There's little.
If you say African American in public, you say nigga in private.
African American people. I'm like, okay, all right.
If you say black people, then you say black people everywhere.
Sorry.
If you say black, you say it at home or at the supermarket. If you say African American, that's your customer service voice. And then at home, we niggas to you.
I'm like, yo, it's like, and sometimes I've been doing shit on purpose. Sometimes I like being an asshole. So like, like at my job, when I go for testing, right? They go, hey, what do you they ask the questions, what do you consider yourself? African American, this and that. I'm like, black. He goes, it's not on here. Yeah, black. I consider myself.
Yo, next time, right? Look, I'm a nigga.
Nah, the motherfuckers will turn red. I know.
What do you consider yourself? Look, I'm a nigga. And I don't mean nigga as black person.
Like, listen, I'm a nigga. All right? And like, what do you consider? I'm a nigga. Yeah.
But hold on, real quick. Let's talk about that for real quick. I understood what he was trying to say. He was trying to say like I'm a nigga, like I'm just a regular nigga. He wasn't trying to say I'm black.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You can't say that to white people. They don't like, not white people. We're not gonna say that. You can't say that to the mainstream public. They don't get it.
Yeah.
Like people like us, we understand when you say, "Look, hey man, I'm just a nigga." You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Yeah. Nah. I get 100%. 100%. It's like, yo, if I say that, please don't tell me not to say that.
Yeah.
Especially if you ain't of the color. Oh my God, I hate when people say that. Okay.
Like, nigga, I hate when we was that.
They're like, okay. Yeah. But yeah, man, damn. Yeah, but make sure you go check that out. You know what I'm saying? And Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, I'll watch that Trent Shelton video.
Nah. It's not like that. He's like the opposite of him. Because Trent Shelton will probably give you game and everything like that. This dude will tell you like it is. He's like, nah, I'm saying, he was like, yo, because at one point in the video, he was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. When y'all black motherfuckers always got to talk about and say, make me want to talk some shit. God damn it. Listen. He goes, no. Yo, the way he's breaking it down, he was like, yeah, when he told her, rate yourself and don't say 7, she said, yo, I'm a 5 without makeup and 6 with makeup. He goes, okay, so you're average at best. And the way he just casually said it, and her face just was like, oh. He's like, listen, you're not gonna get, he's like, no, you're not gonna get a guy that makes that makes 6 figures. Yes, you make 6 figures, but you have a 13-year-old. Yes, no one wants that baggage. Guys that make, guys that make 6 figures don't go with women like you. You maybe have to lower your standards. Yes, you're setting your thing too high because because you're average. I was like, yo. Yeah, it was, yeah. You gotta check it out. You gotta check it out. So, yeah, switching gears. Also, I was very disappointed that the Keyshia Cole and Ashanti versus was canceled last night.
Ashanti knew she was about to take that L.
Well, Ashanti said she caught COVID. She went live on Instagram and she said she got COVID. It was and she started coughing a little bit. She was like like that, and I was just like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. But yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, she went on her live, whatever, and she was talking about how she caught COVID and everything. And I was just like, damn, man. I was looking forward to that. I was really looking forward to that. Especially when you say when the track listing was sent to the group chat. And I was like, yo, based off that track listing, Keyshia Cole got it. Based off that track listing, Keyshia Cole got it.
You know, it's funny. This nigga Pete texted me and he said that he was talking about our conversation that we had on the last podcast. Yeah. And he said that he was about to say something about one of us bugging. And then he realized that he couldn't think of 2 songs from either one of them. And then he said that's when he realized there's certain things that a man shouldn't know. And I'm gonna have to agree with him because I don't know. But also,
I'm saying he did that. I'm saying he went to my Instagram and he put that. And I said, this is coming from a nigga who gets his eyebrows done. And then he tried to come back and was like, I don't do my eyebrows. And I was like, yo, Pete, I knew you for a long time. I seen your eyebrows regular, naturally. They are bushy. I seen them sometimes little tamed. They're tamed a little bit. And the thing is, yes, Pete is a manly man, and Pete will have this thing where men do this, men don't do that. Bro, you got your eyebrows done. That's all I gotta say. So, nigga, you can't give me no Keyshia Cole slander, no Ashanti slander, especially when you get eyebrows done. Bro, come over. Yes. Come listen to Keyshia Cole. Yes. I love R&B. I'm an R&B dude. Pizza Type, I'm saying, yo, Pizza Type, he listens to like manly R&B. It has to be by a guy, and they gotta talk about man shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything, anything else, anything else the band's talking about, it's like, whoa. I can't listen to this shit. This is not manly. Get the fuck out of here.
No, hold on, wait. I kind of feel him to a certain degree.
I don't.
It isn't I can't listen to this. It's this doesn't I don't feel this because I'm a man. To a certain degree, I feel that. That makes sense to me.
No, you don't. No. Because that's
like,
basically
I would never buy a Keyshia Cole CD.
Not saying you gotta buy it, but at the same time,
I have never bought an Ashanti CD. I have never listened to Ashanti for longer than maybe watching one of her videos. Like, and because that music is not meant for me. That music is meant for a woman.
D. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you this. We used to rap to 702 Where My Girl's At.
And I have never heard that song really. I've heard the chorus a bunch of times. I don't think I've ever heard that song.
You're a fucking liar.
I don't think I've ever heard that song.
I'm saying you're a liar. And also, I remember it clear as day. The year's probably 1999, 1998. Around that time, me, you, and your brother, we sat in your fucking room, and we was talking about what's the best R&B songs out now.
Okay.
I told you at that time, the best R&B song was Cheers to You. For giving me a chance, I'll be your angel.
Another song, yep.
And what did you say? You said, no, that's not better than this song. What song did you say?
I don't remember.
Nigga, you sung Lately, I'm thinking about you, baby. Yes, you said that was the best song at that time.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Manly shit and everything like that. You's a motherfucking lie.
Okay. So here's the shit.
Uh-huh.
Liking a song is not the same as being all into it. It's a completely different thing. Of course, a good song is a good song, bro. What?
No. See, the way you answering, saying, yo, you don't know Baby D.
I just said, hold on. So if you try to pull a nigga's card, okay, I'll get technical with you. What I just said was I have never listened to an Keyshia Cole album. I have never listened to an Ashanti album. I said the word album twice. You brought up me liking a song. Those are not the same things.
And also, for the longest time, I always had a girlfriend. Now it's a wife. So heavy on the Keyshia Cole part. Big time heavy on the Keyshia Cole part. Especially. Listen to certain things, I'm like, yo, that's good shit. Regardless of whatever the content she's talking about, good music is good music, period.
Right.
And I wouldn't consider it, oh, that's manly or whatever, anything like that. Yo,
but that's music. My point. My point is that sometimes it's not a decision you make. It's just, this doesn't resonate with me. This is for chicks. That's the point I'm saying. I'm not saying I go, wait, what is that? Oh, no, that's meant for women. I don't want to hear that. That's not what I'm saying. Even though there is a little bit of that in there, what I'm saying is, for the most part, that type of shit just doesn't, I don't know if it's an interest thing or if it's I don't like it when I hear it. It's just like Drake's music or like J. Cole's music. I just can't get into it. That shit is for chicks.
Yeah, I don't like singing Drake that much. I don't really like that much. He loses me when he does that. But hey, I'm just a fan of music.
And that's the thing. When you say that, people think that you're saying that music for women is whack. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's not for me.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like, I'm saying, like, for instance, I never bought a Little Kim album. You know what I'm saying? Based on the content, there's no reason saying there's no way I'm singing. I used to be scared of the. Now I throw lips to the. You know what I'm saying? Sing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's a dope song. Let's say it's a dope song, whatever. I've heard it a lot, but there's a lot of that content on there. I'm like, ooh, okay. But I will say that I have bought Foxy Brown's. I'm saying Foxy Brown's album.
Well, that's because you be on that reggae shit, which I tell you need to be careful with that shit anyway.
No. That's
tell you about that.
My African side. I'm saying that's my African side. Yo, grew up on reggae. So there's a lot. I'm saying
that shit be having a slant.
Nah, man. I'm saying no slant. No saying yo shit going up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I was born on that music. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, truthfully, in my lifetime, I probably listened more reggae and African music than I have hip hop and R&B. I
don't understand how the reggae culture is so homophobic when that shit is super feminine in the beginning. I'm sorry, it is.
Then, yeah, the way that I remember one time, right? We was at Pigeon Willie's house, right? And
Shout out to Pigeon Willie.
Huh?
Shout out to Pigeon Willie.
No shout out to Pigeon Willie. But whatever it called it. So we was at Pigeon Willie's house, right? And
shout out to Pigeon Willie. Fuck you.
Yeah, whatever. I'm joking. Shout out to shout out to Pigeon. But so we was at his house, right? And there was a little Jamaican dude there. Forgot the Jamaican dude's name. But dude had on the tightest pants I ever seen in my life. And this is before, this is like early 2000s, so there was no such thing as a last stain in men's pants. I'm saying men's ever, right? So no stretch joints. So he had the tightest pants on. He had the tightest glittery shirt ever. Tightest glittery shirt. And he had the thinnest eyebrows.
Yeah.
And had his hair pulled back in a ponytail.
Was he glossy?
Huh?
Was he glossy?
No, his lips was ashy. Lips was ashy.
Okay, all right.
And I remember, right, and there was a girl there, and she was talking about, the Dominicans up in Washington Heights, being on some feminine shit, blah blah blah, this and that, borderline looking gay, all that stuff, this and that. I remember dude got so mad, was like, yo, don't talk that gay shit around me. Just this and that. He was like, yo, I'm not this and that. I'm a man. This and that. So while he's telling me, right, while he's trying to explain to us
why you're looking at the bedazzled shirt he got on.
Exactly. And this is probably 2000. This is probably 2000. So it's that time. You know what I'm saying? So it's around that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so while he's trying to talk about how manly he is in the tightest pants, the glittery shirt, hair pulled back in the ponytail, and I was looking at him like confused as hell. It's because it's early. Remember, this is early 2000s.
Yeah.
A nigga dressed a certain way, you be like, oh okay.
Yeah.
You know? And it was just like, it was just so funny to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm saying to harp back on your point, you talking about how, Jamaicans be the most homophobic, but the way they dress and the way they carry themselves, it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
It's a little effeminate. Like the dancing, like remember we was at the party and I saw the one nigga lifted up his shirt and like doing this shit. I was like, that's a little,
son.
And I'm like, how can they be so batiman this, batiman that, when that shit looks a little feminine?
Yeah. Why I'm saying, I remember watching the Barrington Levy video.
Barrington Levy.
I'm sorry, Barrington Levy.
Yes.
He had the song Work. It's called Work. Everybody must work.
Work.
And don't be a jerk. Everybody must work.
That shit.
Work harder.
Splashing. That shit is splashing.
You know what I'm saying? And the way he looked and the way he was dancing, I was like, whoa, what is this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, what's this here? You know what I'm saying? But the stuff was catchy, but the way he was, everybody must. I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying? But then you hear the music, you're like, yo, it's the most homophobic, misogynistic. You're like, oh shit. But they presenting this way. You know, it's an observation, but yo, shout out to all reggae. Dance hall.
Dance hall, yeah.
Yo, love it. I'm saying love it.
Caribbean rhythms.
Caribbean rhythms.
Rachel. Remember Rachel for Caribbean rhythms?
Oh my gosh. How could I? I'm saying, how could I?
She was bad than a motherfucker. And I remember I stopped watching when I saw an episode where they had Kenny Lattimore on there.
Yeah.
And she was on that nigga's dick something fierce.
Cause
I remember at one part, she said his name 3 times. She was like, Kenny Lattimore, Kenny Lattimore, Kenny Lattimore. I was like, fuck you, Rachel.
Son, them light-skinned niggas. I'm saying the light-skinned niggas. Son, you couldn't tell me, I'm saying, the more nigga, the more. Something more.
Oh, Shamar.
The light skin.
Fuck that nigga. Him and Boris Kojo.
Oh my gosh. Nah. You can say Boris Kojo was the son of Shantae.
Fuck them. Fuck Ricky from the barbershop. Fuck motherfucking. Fuck all niggas.
Yeah, man. Them light skins was they was running shit at one point.
It's funny. I put on Facebook one time that right now the quote unquote ghetto girl or hood girl around our age, they want Ricky from the barbershop. Like that's the ideal man. The reformed thug who's educated, nice, but kind of rough around the edges, will treat you like a queen, but will also put you in check if he needs to. Like that's like the ideal nigga that these chicks be wanting. And the thing that they don't realize is he doesn't exist. There is no nigga out there who's a reformed thug that is a good guy, but will still make you feel like he'll slap you, but he'll never slap you. That doesn't exist.
Yo, and 9 times out of 10, all those credentials that you just mentioned, sounds like a nigga looking for a place to stay. And the only reason why he won't hit you is because his name not on the lease and he ain't got no backup plan. I'm saying if you kick him out, that's what it sounds like to me. That's what I hear. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hear. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10.
Look. Let me ask. I saw this in the movie one time. I'm gonna ask you this.
Go ahead.
There's a pot of gold in the middle of a maze. At one end of the maze, we have the Easter Bunny. One end of the maze, we got Ricky from the barbershop. One end of the maze, we got Santa Claus. The other end of the maze, we have a nigga who's gonna beat you and cheat on you and leave you. Which one of these niggas is gonna get to the gold in the middle of the maze first? Which one is gonna get to that gold first?
Oh, nigga's probably gonna beat you and cheat on you.
You know why he's gonna get to it first?
Why?
Because the other 3 don't fucking exist. Okay. That's why he's gonna get to it first. Like they keep thinking that somewhere there's this educated thug that did a little time. They want him to have a little dirt, and that he did a little time, that he learned his lesson, that he's ready to treat you like a queen. But at the same time, he can put this pimp hand down if he ever needs to. That shit is just a fucking fantasy. It's not real.
And the simple fact that he has all that and he's reformed, no matter what, you're always gonna second guess everything that he does. Just the fact he's done that in his past. It's kind of like it's kind of like if someone is I'm saying a clean person, a sober person, who's never used drugs all their life, then all of a sudden they take on a partner who's a reform addict, who's in recovery. No matter what they do, you're always gonna second guess. Yo, is this person high? Yo, this person stealing? You know what I'm saying? Yo, this person relapsed? No matter what they do, it don't fucking matter. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing that I don't. So like, I see a lot of things on the book right now, Facebook, that people be putting something like, does your preference prefer you? Shit like that. And I think that as human beings, we need to start checking ourselves on our preferences. We need to start going, this thing that I like maybe isn't good for me. If you want that educated thug, chances are what you're going to end up with is just the thug part. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you need to look at what you like and start telling yourself, I need to stay away from that shit. That shit is not good.
And also, you might have to define, I'm saying, that person may have to define what education is. And they might have to define what level of education is. You know what I'm saying? This is what they want. You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about education high school? You talking about education GED, read a couple books? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you talking about community college or 4-year college? But most of the time, 4-year college, you're not going to get a thug that went to a 4-year college. You know what I'm saying? So the level is going to be very, very low.
Right. Or are you talking about education that knows how to work on the tier in the fucking San Quentin?
Stupid.
Like, what education you talk about? Like, it boggles the mind the way females are looking for this magical unicorn of a man out there that exists. When you look at men, the opposite. If a man finds a woman, right? If we find a woman that will put up with our shit and still do the quote unquote womanly stuff, we motherfucking lock her down. We do that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas women are kind of looking for this fantasy that they see on TV or in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Where men, I think, my personal opinion, men were looking for more reality-based shit. Like, oh, that girl, she's not a model, she's not a beauty queen, but she takes care of a nigga, like, whatever. She's not out here with her drawers in everybody's bed, in everybody's bedroom. She loves me. Boom, that's wife. I married her. In my opinion, that's the way we operate.
Well, I'm gonna say, even now, you could thank social media for fucking that perception up, because the perception now of the ideal man is 6 feet something. You know what I'm saying? Nice body, got a good income. You know what I'm saying? And that's loyal.
Not even.
You know,
I think the whole income thing is a lie that they perpetuate. I don't think women really care about that, bro. Women will take a bum off the street, son. Like that whole, he got to be making this amount of money. I think that's a lie that they put out there. I don't believe that.
Well, this is what I'm going to. It's like men, like for instance, you say men will look for reality and women look for this unicorn. But I think a lot of women settle for reality than trying to find their ideal whatever. Because you have a lot of men that will say they want a woman that's in shape. But a lot of men aren't in shape themselves, but yet looking for this beautiful, insane whatever. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women, I think there's more women fucking with an out of shape nigga than there is a man fucking with an out of shape woman.
No, I disagree.
I think so.
I disagree. I think that think about every man you know.
Mm-hmm.
And think about the physical, I'm not trying to be rude. Think about the physical status of their wife. And then think about the idea of what a woman is supposed to look like. No man you know has that Coke bottle wife at home. You know why? Because we are reality based. We'll take a good woman first before we take something that looks nice to the world.
No, I think a lot of men that I know, based off what I know, have women that they've been with for years. And
that's not the point. That's beside the point.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying 100%. But what I'm saying is that, okay, so what I'm saying is that they'll lock that down. I'm saying we'll lock that down, but then a lot of times be looking for something else on the side.
Well, hold on. That's again beside the point. Beside the point. Like, I'm talking about, we can talk about how much a man puts into the relationship. We can talk about that all day. But what I'm talking about is, as men, I feel that we are more reality based. We want a quote unquote good woman at home. How she looks, how much money she makes, her drive, all of that fails in comparison to the point of her being good, her being into me, her taking care of me, her putting up with my shit. We kind of look at that sort of shit, the good woman shit, as opposed to the aesthetic shit. Whereas I think women are more looking at, do you guys, like, they want their friends to like the nigga. Like, we don't care. If the niggas don't like her, you know why? Because 9 times out of 10, the niggas won't meet her until we're married. Like, where women is like, do you guys like him? Is he cute? You like him? Like, we're like, hey, that's my wife. Watch your fucking mouth.
But at the same time, yeah, men can have this, men can have this whole reality based, have this whole reality based standards, whatever. But at the end of the day, you have a lot of guys talking about, damn, I can't stand them saying I had a baby with this girl and she ain't what I thought she was. Now she got me in child support doing this and doing all kinds of fuck shit too. You know what I'm saying? So men get it wrong a lot too.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that we're without fuck up or we're without flaw, that we're perfect. I just think that what we look for is different. I think women are looking for something fantastical and men are looking for something reality based. I truly believe that. Like, a woman wants a man who loves them with all their heart but doesn't act like it. That's what they want. If you love a woman with all your heart and you act like it, you're doing too much. They don't want you to act like it. They want you to be in love with them and not really show it. Like, they don't want you to be mean to them. They just don't want you to be all, oh, they don't want that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that to me is fantasy. That's fantasy. A man, if we want you to be into us, period. If you want to show it, yes, show it. We're with that. We want you to be all about us. If you are, you know what I'm saying? Where I think that women are more like, it's just some fantasy shit.
Now, certain women are. And I mean, cause you see that, I'm saying, you see the postings on Facebook. I want this, I want that. But nigga, I see who you settle for.
Yeah, I see who you settle for.
It's
the same. It's just like I said before. They will post pictures of shallow shit from celebrities and say relationship goals. Like, you don't know what the fuck happened when that picture stopped, when that camera stopped rolling.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. So Floyd Mayweather was fighting Jake Paul.
It's just like I told you. I told you 3 years ago, when Floyd fought McGregor, what I told you. I said, next thing you know, Floyd Mayweather's going to be boxing a bear. Boxing has become fucking a carnival sideshow where it's names and it's less about the sport. It's less about the sweet science. It's more like wrestling now.
I'm not going to say boxing. I'm not saying
it's becoming that. I don't think boxing itself is that now, but it's coming there. It's going there.
You just got certain people. that I feel that are making mockeries of it. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's a quick money grab and everything like that." But I'm like, "Yo, all good money ain't good money." You say all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, you are considered to some the greatest boxer or one of the greatest boxers. Now, you mean to tell me, all right, you fighting Conor McGregor? I understood that. You know, he was very, I'm saying he's a highly skilled fighter.
I didn't understand that, but keep going.
I did. He's a highly skilled fighter, you know.
And not a boxer. That shit is a joke.
Right. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But the thing is that you still have another, you still had another fighter who was highly skilled in one sport, who knew how to use his hands and had some type of way, knew his way sometime around the ring. Against Floyd Mayweather, that's null and void. But now, and then again, Floyd Mayweather went to Japan. He fought some, they say he's a 19-year-old kid, whatever.
That was a joke too. That was a joke too.
A joke. He destroyed the kid. Why? I don't know.
Goddamn joke.
Yeah. And, you know, people say it's a quick money grab. You know, people say it was a quick money grab. Now he's fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul, internet sensation, whatever. He fought professional before. He lost. He's 0-1. And I'm like, yo, you are the greatest, I'm saying, considered to some the greatest boxer ever. Now you mean to tell me you're just gonna fight a YouTube, I'm saying, a YouTube internet sensation for a quick money grab? I'm like, yo, you ruining your legacy. Like, come on. Now.
And that's the thing. The Nate Robinson Jake Paul match, when we were teenagers, that would have been on Celebrity Grudge Match. Remember that show, Celebrity Grudge Match? That would have been on that. The Mike Tyson fight would have been an opening fight to a real fight 10, 15 years ago. It would have been, oh, we have two legends. But you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't have been. Nowadays, it's going more towards the show business part of it than boxing. And it's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame. Because watch, mark my words, it's December 13th, 2020. 10 years from now, the top boxer is going to be boxing a fucking bear on pay-per-view.
I mean, they already, in some parts of the world, they do fight kangaroos for entertainment. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They used to do that back in the day. And back in the day, like, I'm a fan of wrestling. And wrestling came from the carnival, where basically it was, how much will you pay to see this man fuck up this man?
Yeah.
That's what it was. And then niggas started fighting bears and shit. You know what I mean? Even boxing, back in the day, they used to box kangaroos, they would box a bear and shit. And then it became a sport. You know what I'm saying? It became respectable. It became a science. That's kind of what happened with MMA. MMA at first was just a sideshow shit. It was like, who thinks that the boxer can beat the karate guy? Yeah. And then it became a sport. It became a science. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, boxing, it started to go towards that circus shit. And it's a shame.
And I hate it. And I hate it because it made me really angry, right? I saw on Instagram how Jake Paul got the message saying, you know, when he found out he was fighting Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. And he's taking it serious, like to the point he was like, wow, I just got a notification that I'm about to fight the greatest fighter in the world. He fought some of the best people in the world, and now I'm fighting him. And I'm looking at that like, yo, that is so fucking trash. Like,
trash.
You haven't even earned none of that to even step in the ring with this dude.
Right. It's a novelty. It's the same as the Italian Stallion versus Apollo Creed. You didn't earn it. It was a sideshow. Apollo Creed looked at it as a sideshow. This is a way to earn some money. This guy has a cool name. It wasn't this guy's the best next, so I'm fighting him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But at least Apollo picked somebody who was boxing, who knew how to box, who was a professional boxer.
Right.
People say he's professional, and saying Jake Paul professional or not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not professional. And the thing is, anybody could turn professional.
Well, compared to Nate Robinson, he's a professional. That's another thing. Hold on. That's another thing, bro. Nate Robinson's a basketball player, never professionally trained as a boxer. The Paul kid is a boxer. He is. He's not an elite boxer. He's not a great boxer, but he is a boxer. Yeah. A boxer is going to beat a non-boxer every single time.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand how easy it is to become a professional boxer. All you have to do is pass a medical exam. That's it. A physical. That's it.
No, you have to have a fight.
No. In order to become a professional, all you have to do is pass a physical, you get licensed, and then you have a fight. Because you have to become, because you have to be licensed as a professional. So all you gotta do is pass a physical, and and yeah, you can become a professional boxer. You don't have to have. There's no type of training requirements or anything like that. Or you gotta have a certain amount of fights. None of that. You can turn tomorrow. I could be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna apply for a professional license. If I pass that exam, I'm now a professional boxer. I can take on professional fights. That's basically it. But it's just, it's he's making a mockery of boxing. It's like there's no reason why. I don't care how much money the fight is. There's no reason why Jake Paul should be in the ring with one of the greatest boxers of all. I'm saying one of the greatest boxers of all time.
No reason at all.
I'm saying, especially it's like if you make, and you carry yourself, you talking about you a billionaire and everything like that, and now you're gonna get a $10 million fight. If you're a billionaire and you get money like that, there's certain things that you just don't whore yourself out for. I'm saying whore yourself out for. It's like certain shit should be beneath you. Seems like as a billionaire and a person of that status, he shouldn't be easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way Jay is jumping on. I'm saying Jay's jumping on a track just because this nigga's the popular nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay doesn't make himself easily accessible like that. Because he understands, like, there's some integrity to this. I'm saying, and I really care about this art form. And I do care about my availability and my mystique. You know what I'm saying? And I think him doing that, it cheapens his brand. Because it's going to come to the point where now the next person call you out.
It doesn't cheapen his brand. His brand is done. His brand is done. Floyd Mayweather as a serious boxer is done.
No, because it says he retires. But at the end of the day, the way I say it cheapens his brand because now everybody else is going to be calling him out. And now, you know what I'm saying? And now you're going to be known as the great fighter that takes on whatever for money. You know what I'm saying?
But that's my point. Floyd Mayweather as a serious boxer ended when he retired. Once you retire and you come back and you start doing the shit he's doing, you're a novelty act. So it's two different things. Your career is here and the novelty for fun shit is now. I don't have a problem with the novelty for fun shit. I just don't want people lopping it together with the real shit because that's not real. Like if I'm fucking a famous, I don't know, football player, and then I come back and I start doing the rocket jocks, you can't lump that in with what I did before. This is just fun shit that's novelty. And that's what Floyd Mayweather's doing now. But the problem is people will talk about it like it's still him continuing the shit from before. It's two different things.
Yo, and it's showing Floyd Mayweather do anything for money. It shows that he just do anything for money.
I think it's for money. I think it's just fun for him. He doesn't need money.
He's doing it for money. He's just definitely for money. Because it was fun. He said it was fun for him. He'd take that check and donate it to charity. He's not doing that. He's not doing it.
Bruh, hold on, wait. Hold on. Being fun and donating to charity, that's a little bit of a stretch, bro.
Done. When he fought,
because I can think something's fun, but that don't mean I'm gonna give up my motherfucking money because it's fun.
The thing is, when he fought Conor McGregor, he made damn near almost $100 million when he fought Conor McGregor. I get that. When he fought the Japanese dude, they said he made about 19 million or 9 million or something like that. With Jake Paul, I think he can make 10 million, probably a little bit more. My thing is, cool. It's an easy bag, but it's showing you're doing anything for money. If I'm saying, the price is
so I don't understand then because Floyd Mayweather is the type of rich that $9 million wouldn't even get him out of bed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I can't see money being the motivator here. What's going to motivate me if $9 million is literally, I could spend that in a weekend? Like, why would that motivate me? The money's not the motivation here.
Of course it is. I'm saying, of course it is. It's an easy money grab. I'm saying that's exactly what it is. Because the simple fact is, if that's the case, then you could spar for that shit. You know what I'm saying? You could spar and fucking, I'm saying, whoop on a young motherfucker's ass. I'm saying you could spar and knock motherfuckers out. But now you're getting, I'm saying now you're doing that shit for a $10 million whatever check. Niggas is like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. But to Floyd Mayweather, who damn near made over $1 billion, saying in his career, it's like, you fighting for $10 million. You wouldn't even take a pro fight for $10 million.
He made what?
I'm saying for for him.
How much was he getting for his fights? His last couple real fights.
Oh, he was making. I'm saying he was making an easy back end everything. He's getting easy like 80. I'm saying 80 million, 70 million, 90 million.
So you're telling me? Listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
A person who was taking real fights for 80, 90 million is going to do this novelty shit for 9 million?
Yeah.
Money? That doesn't make sense.
Of course it does. I'm saying,
how?
It's an easy bag. It's an easy bag.
It's not a bag. That's not a bag. That 9 million is what he would spend training for a fight.
That's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm talking about. Him cheapening his brand. I'm saying to that point where it's just like, yo, you are whoring yourself. You are doing anything for money. I'm saying to that point.
I can't see a $90 million fighter being enticed by $9 million for a joke fight. That doesn't make sense.
Yo, Mayweather's not gonna do shit because he's bored and everything like that. If that's the case, he could go to his gym, call somebody, and just whoop on them. I'm saying
no. I mean, like he's bored, like he wants to be in the limelight, like he wants the cameras on him. He wants to he misses the show business of it. In my opinion, I think he's in it for that. Like this is fun. I get to be on camera. This is if I'm making 90, 80 million dollars for real fights, and you tell me I'll give you $9 million to fight a YouTuber, I'm gonna say fuck you. I will pay you $9 million to not ask me that question again because I can afford that.
And I'm telling you, that's exactly what he's doing. That's the whole purpose of the shit. The whole purpose of it.
I gotta call bullshit on that. You know boxing better than me, sure, but
I know
human nature, you don't know better than me. A person is not taking a $9 million fight for $9 million if they're used to making 90 million. Doesn't make sense.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And I broke. Is he broke?
Yo, that's the things you have to question. It's like, yo, because the thing is, it's saying like, yo, now that he stopped boxing, it didn't look like his lifestyle changed because he's still showing off all these cars and his jewelry and all these fancy clothes and all that shit like that. So I'm like, yo, so now your money ain't coming how it used to, but you still didn't change your lifestyle. You didn't double. I'm saying you didn't take it down a notch because you showing more Bugattis and all that stuff. So now it's just like, yo, is your money running out? You know what I'm saying? Like, is your overhead, you know what I'm saying, like still high? So it's just like, so you have to question certain things. Like, yo, you went to Japan and fought for like $10 million, $19 million. You went all the way to Japan. Yo, that shit, it's like no one saw that fight. That fight wasn't televised either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't televised in the States. It was only televised over there. The only way some people got to see it was like through highlights or anything like that. It wasn't promoted or nothing like that. But the thing is, you hear about how he got 19 million for that, something like that. So it's like, yo, this shit ain't for fun. Like, you went over there. It's easy money and everything like that. So it's just like, now it's just like, yo, a YouTube star, 0-1. Of course, we know you're going to knock him out. But it's just like, it's an easy money grab. And my thing is just like, yo, you're making yourself easily accessible for a person who's supposed to work.
My point is, in order for that 9 million or even that 19 million to look enticing, he would have to be going through money problems.
Probably. It's something that
so if you tell me he's going through money problems, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Done. And the thing is, yo, if he isn't, if he's just doing it just for an easy check, it's just like, yo, like I question.
That's not an easy check.
How is it not an easy check?
Because it's $9 million to look like an asshole. Is what it is. That's not an easy check.
Yo, he's okay with being the bad guy.
For $9 million? When you're getting 90 previously? That doesn't make sense unless you need money.
Done. He's not fighting, but the thing is, he's getting 90 million for ex-champions and champions. He's fighting a guy 0-1.
Right. I hear you.
And so like I said, it's an easy money grab. It's
not easy money because you're losing something. You're losing integrity. You're losing. You're losing money on your next fight because you're bringing your price down. So it's not an easy. You can't keep saying it easy. It's not easy. You're losing something.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, oh, it's an easy bag. It goes easy. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
it's not an easy bag.
Huh?
It's not an easy bag.
Son, I've been saying, yo, it loses credibility. It loses, like loses integrity and everything like that. And it's like, oh, fuck, it's an easy bag. I'm like, yo, if you're doing everything for money, if you're doing everything and money is your only motivation, you kind of a snake ass nigga. Because
I can't, but what I'm telling you is that's not money. Like if I have, how much would you say Floyd Mayweather has? If you had to guess how much money he has, what would you have to say?
I would say easily.
Would you say he's a billionaire?
No, easily a little bit over 500.
500 million.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you had $500.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yo, Kylie, I'm going to give you $9 to punch this guy in the face.
I won't do it.
It's $9.
Yeah, I won't do it.
I got $500. So if I have 500 million and you say, yo, I'm going to give you 9 million to go fight this guy, you're going to say, I'm good. Thank you. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. And that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, why? And I'm like, why would you even waste your time with that? Why would you even give a chance for a motherfucker that's never even really even been in the ring with someone of a decent caliber when it comes to professional boxing? Now you let him get into the ring with you. Supposedly, I'm saying one of the greatest boxers or the greatest boxer of all time. The greatest boxer of all time. I'm saying that we could get that. You letting this motherfucker who's 0-1, who just probably started boxing 3 years ago, let him step in the ring with you and say, I got to fight Mayweather. Not spar, I got to fight Mayweather. I'm like, yo, you are cheapening your fucking self. And simple fact, if you're doing it for money, yo, you are a whore to money. That shit, yo, you know like you lost your integrity. You are making a mockery of the sport of boxing. And it's just like, what if he catches you? What if he catches you and you stumble and he knocks you down? Or
and that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's doing it for money.
Yo, definitely.
I think it's something else. I don't think it's about the money. Because the money ain't shit.
I promise you. I promise you he's doing it for money. I promise you doing it. He's either he's doing it for money, or simple fact is he's running into money problems.
Right. So boom, I'll buy that that he's running into money problems. I mean, that's still even hard to believe, but I'll buy that.
Put like this. Mayweather still does walkthroughs. He still does walkthroughs at clubs.
Wait, what?
He still does walkthroughs at clubs.
So you're telling me a motherfucker that has $500 million is doing walkthroughs at clubs, and the most they're probably giving him is a couple $100,000.
The most. I can see if it was Vegas on New Year's Eve, he'd probably get like $1 million or $2 million. You know what I'm saying, for a walkthrough?
Yep.
But yeah, he's doing just regular like Labor Day or something like that. Niggas still doing walkthroughs. Then
I'm completely perplexed. I have no idea what's going on.
Son, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, yo, you either you're like on some shit like, yo, all money's good money and I'm doing it, or you're running into money problems.
Or you got a bit of a problem. Hey.
He ain't got no habits. Hey. That nigga probably got a big overhead because his daughter, she don't work in the whole craze about the Birkins, whatever. I'm saying the Birkin bags, whatever. She showed her Birkin bag collection, courtesy of daddy, and she showing receipts and all that and everything. And them Birkins ain't cheap, and she got over 10 of them shits. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know.
How much is a Birkin bag?
Birkins is running anywhere from 5 to probably
100,000.
Yep. Cardi B just posted.
So, but hold on. Even if those Birkin bags are $100,000 a bag, Floyd Mayweather should be able to afford 10 of them a week.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's just bags. That's just bags. Let's say that's just bags. Let's not add other things into it. You know what I'm saying? A Bugatti's like what, $1 million? This nigga got over.
He should have enough money to buy 500 Bugattis.
Exactly. Got big houses and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, yo, you stop boxing, your lifestyle didn't change. Because the money ain't coming in and saying you can't. It's easy for you to spend $10 million when you're gonna make that back in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make that couple back. You're gonna make that 9 times over. Say in a couple months. So of course it's like, all right, cool. Let me spend this $10 million. I'm gonna make 90 a couple months from now. I'm saying it's easy to do that, but now it's just like, yo, that money ain't coming in like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you promoting it and everything like that, but as a promoter, you're only getting what, 10-20% of whatever your fighter is getting, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And his biggest top fighter right now is Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is probably making $20 million a fight, maybe. I'm saying with everything on the back end, and you're probably getting 10% of that. So, yeah. There's some things to question.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I think that's enough.
We better wrap it up at this point.
We can wrap it up. But yeah, I go by the name. Huh? I know. We was on here for a minute. It's crazy. But yeah, man, I go by the name of Cobra Karate. And yeah.
Yeah, and it's your man D Mobile across the global.
Yes, sir. And also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Barely Watching Podcast. Check out our Instagram, Barely Watching Podcast. You can check out D Mobile on Facebook. On Facebook, you can check me out on Facebook, Instagram, everything. Check in the description of the YouTube videos. It's the Barely Watching Podcast, and we out.
Keyshia.
And we won't have to cry.